Alright YouTubers, welcome back to War Thunder Ground Forces with the Angry Nerd. And today I thought we would take a look at the
15 cm SIG 33 Leiden Fahrgestell Panzerkampfwagen II SF,
which, luckily for me, is sometimes referred to as the Sturmpanzer II or the Bison. It was a German self-propelled heavy infantry gun used during World War II. Now, information from the Tanks Encyclopedia indicates that these nicknames might not be correct. They state that after World War II, a scale model company who produced one of the first retail kits of this vehicle called it the Bison II, believing it to be the natural progression for the earlier Bison I self-propelled 15cm artillery gun based on the Panzer I chassis. But it was actually an entirely new design based on the Panzer II chassis. It was never referred to as the Bison II during the war. The name Bison II stuck as museums, historical books, and other scale model kit companies continued to call this mobile artillery weapon the Bison II. Some authors, museums, and scale model kit companies also wrongly referred to it as the Sturmpanzer II, but a Sturmpanzer was a heavily armored assault tank whose crew was protected in a fully armored box enclosed on all four sides with an armored roof. The front armor of these vehicles was thick to enable them to get close to enemy strong points before firing their weapons. This description bears no resemblance to the function and appearance of this vehicle. It was not designed to advance towards heavily fortified gun emplacements and blow them up whilst under heavy fire. It is only thinly armored, and there was very little protection for the crew. The vehicle was designed to keep up with the advancing infantry and tanks, but remain behind them, out of harm's way, and fire shells over their heads at enemy targets. Now, for simplicity's sake, and because I have absolutely no chance of pronouncing the real name of this vehicle correctly, I too will refer to it from this point on as the Sturmpanzer II. Now, before the first 15cm Bison I, which was actually a 150mm howitzer, which was set on top of a Panzer I chassis with an additional gun shield, had been tested in combat in May 1940, the German army was already engaged in the development of an improved model based on the Panzer II Aust B chassis, rather than the Panzer I. In February 1941, the first prototype was completed. Alket took the wheels off the gun carriage and mounted the 15cm SIG 33 gun directly to the Panzer II chassis via new mounts in an open fighting compartment. Other than that, it was a standard length and width Panzer II chassis. The chassis being unmodified meant that the gun had to be mounted too far to the rear, and the recoil force of 9 tons unacceptably tipped the chassis backwards. After this initial failure, the Alket design team went back to the drawing board. They lengthened and widened the hull, resulting in the addition of a 6th road wheel. This meant that the 15cm howitzer could be fitted considerably farther forward on the tank chassis, which made the vehicle significantly more stable when firing. Additional space for the fighting compartment was also achieved by mounting the 150 horsepower engine transversely across the rear of the vehicle. The gun had an elevation of 75 degrees, but only 10 rounds could be carried on board. The crew compartment was open, and the crew themselves were very vulnerable to small arms and artillery fire behind a very low and thin gun shield and side armor. But at least they could fit 2 metal bands across the middle of the open-top fighting compartment to support a large canvas tarpaulin to give them some protection from the weather. 12 Sturmpanzer II SPGs were produced by the end of 1941. and all 12 were shipped to North Africa in early 1942, where they formed the Heavy Self-Propelled Infantry Gun Companies 707 and 708. Both companies fought until the Axis surrendered in Tunisia in May 1943. Now in War Thunder Arcade, the Sturmpanzer II is a rank 1 with a battle rating of 2.3. It has a 271 horsepower engine propelling the 15.9 ton vehicle to a top speed of 30 miles per hour. It comes equipped with the 150 millimeter heavy infantry gun. The recommended ammo load for this vehicle is not listed, but it can only carry 18 rounds, and I suggest you carry the full load. Now I have it assigned to an expert crew with a crew level of 150, which gives me a reload of 15.9 seconds. It has an XP reward of 224% and a silver line reward of 60%. So what do I think of the Sturmpanzer II here in War Thunder Arcade? Well, it's good and bad. It's a big old derp gun, and who doesn't love a big old derp gun? I know I do. But there's a lot of bad to go along with the big old derp gun. It has absolutely no armor, and an almost 16-second reload is a really long time for this tier in an arcade game where everybody can see you. You're very vulnerable to artillery fire, and planes will prioritize you because it can be an easy kill for them. So surviving an entire game in an arcade match can be difficult, to say the least, but it is still fun. Just derping somebody makes it worth it. So yeah, I'm kind of liking the vehicle. That being said, why don't we hop in the game, see what I was able to do with the Sturmpanzer II. Here we go. Okay, looks like we picked up Kuban, and we are on the southwestern portion of the map, which is better for this vehicle in my opinion, and we're going to select that northernmost spawn point of the two. Yeah, just a little better place to hide up here toward the north for this particular vehicle. Nope. Okay. Now it says we can go 30 miles per hour, but it takes this vehicle a good bit to get up to top speed, and you have to be on, nice terrain to get anywhere close to it. For the most part, seems like to me, it's a little slow on the maneuvering, but right now we're 19, 20. Turning just really, really slows you down. Oh look, I love that you can see the fans turning behind that engine grate there. That's so cool. War Thunder did a great job with the graphics on this. I thought these guys might be passing me. I was trying to give them some room. So we're going to get over here, hide right here behind this hill, and shoot at vehicles trying to capture the point. Somebody ran into me. Oh. Booyah! There you go. And this dude's behind me, I can't back up. I always want to be able to have a space to go and hide. Can I get this guy? You always want to have a space that you can back up and hide. when you're reloading, if at all possible. Come on. Really want to kill that Matilda. What do we got over here? Ooh. Dang. Killed him right before I was getting ready to. Does he want pulled or does he don't? Doesn't want pulled. This gun carriage is just all up my ass. Well, it must not need to be pulled. I was going to pull him back down the hill, but... Alright, what we got here? Just need a piece. Let's try it. Nope. What do we got? Let's see if I can hit this guy. No, missed him. These shells are pretty slow. Hard to hit a moving target with them. Now I have all heat loaded right now. Not all, but that's what I'm using right now. But HE works very well too because it's such a high caliber. So you can really blast somebody with HE. Somebody right down at the end of these hills. There he is. Well, he's coming over. Oh, shoot. Booyah! There we go. Look how slow this thing's going up this hill. Come on. Probably should use HE, but it takes too long to switch. And didn't need it anyway. That worked out very well. Oh, vehicle coming. Okay, my gun depression is not great, but maybe I can back up and get him. Oh shoot, I missed him. I got a long reload. I'm gonna run from him. Okay. I'm reloaded. I'm switched to HE. Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh, can I get that cupola? Wow. Not quite the cupola, but the front of the turret. My ammo box is damaged a little bit. Oh, what is that? The gun doesn't go as far left as you think it should. There you go. That had to hurt. see somebody on top of the ridge, on like the ridge above me, but somebody's coming down this road. The guy on top of the ridge is going to have a hard time shooting at me. So I'm going to watch for this guy. Come around this corner. There you go. Now, since I just fired, this dude might be coming around. Is he? Yes, he is. Reload. Come on, come on. Yes. But my gun is messed up. I cannot sit here and repair this that close to the enemy spawn, so I'm going to run away. I'm going to run back up here to the other side of this hill and repair. Because you do that to somebody and sometimes they come looking for you. Okay, that was a retrograde. Now for repair. All right. Oh, not much time left. See if anybody's gonna come. Let's take out an air battle. Let's back down the hill a little bit. Maybe I can drop a bomb on somebody before the game ends. I don't think I'm gonna get there. It's pretty much over. Well, that's all she wrote. Okay. Research some modifications. Take the transmission and the elevation mechanism. The brakes. I didn't purchase that. And she's spaded out. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what we got. Rank does not matter. Tank rescuer, avenger, professional, shadow strike streak, one shot, survivor, and heavy metal fury. Not too bad. 7 ground units destroyed. 77%. 9th place on the team. 25,996 running booster and an XP booster. And we did come in the most kills on the team, but we just didn't score that high. Let's save it. see. Just check the spelling on there. Alright. And I don't know why this came up again. Okay, so the Sturmpanzer II. This vehicle can be a lot of fun to play. I just enjoy derping somebody right in the face. It's hilarious, but yeah, it's very rare that I survive an entire game. Now, we did use a brand new microphone for this video, so I would love some input or some feedback. Let me know how you think it sounds. But if you've liked this look at the Sturmpanzer II, hit that like button. If you didn't, don't subscribe if you would. But as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Nerd out.